They've got an opportunity for the perfect counterpick. It makes sense that you would put him up top with the TB. Solid team the beasts off. How much magic resistance do they have? Okay, they've got some decent magic resistance, but... yeah, Desire actually attacks the blood grenade, but not in any trouble. Zoe comes over, his Eidolon's starting to multiply, and Kidaro's gonna be the one who falls. Desire gets first blood. Anyway, Jibe, he's having a really good time up top. Despite his Eidolons dying, he is a full level, well, almost a full level ahead of Shad. And Kidaro could actually be in some trouble here. Sunstrike coming out. Okay, Shad attempting to take down the Eidolons, but not really successful. Kidaro survives though. He had a stick. And he will pop it, still holding on to the Lotus, the Shadow Shaman. Not gonna be so lucky. Daze TP top. And well, Jibe unable to find the kill. This means that Shad is gonna be quite thankful for that move. And in fact, Jibe might be in some trouble here. Kidaro, Impalement Arts, Tame the Beast connects as well. Jibe could end up dropping here. He popped the stick already and he's dead. OG, they bring over Daze up top. They find 2 kills. And Shad continues to have a good lane post that position 4 kill. As down bottom, Smiling Knight even finds Mixa. And oh, that is not supposed to happen. Looks like Desire rotated over. It wasn't a solo kill, but... well, Daze just trying to soak what he can in the mid lane. Windranger also a support that sort of need levels. I'm gonna have to hold on to that though, because Mobe has gone in on the task. Good shackled shot, buying time, and well, Mobe secures the kill with a punch. None of that smoke, so he's not gonna TP. And just to add insult to injury, it might just be a kill onto Mixa. Mixa is dropping very, very low. They're trying to keep him alive. Good snowball, but Mixa somehow survives. Gets off the rebuke, drops a spear in a questionable direction. Oh my god, the spidey senses from Desire tingling. He had the power play, he was gonna be fine, but still. OG's offlane tier 1 tower. Getting off to a very strong start. Kidaro buying so much time. He's still holding on to the whoopee cushion. And he's got the strongman tonic, escape act as well. Still holding on to the stick. Will not get to pop it. The shackle was there from Desire. They take down the tier 1. They won the bottom lane. Mid lane was also somewhat won. It's really only the top lane that's the last, it's sort of a bastion here for the side of OG. And it might not be anymore because they popped the Suns. Oh wait, they popped the Black Hole to try and take down Shad, but Shad actually popped the Refraction and stayed alive. Had a wand to work with as well. But now with Smiling Knight coming through, can they actually take down Shad? Looks like Shad's gonna be able to walk away. Stormer rotated over, but Smiling Knight, he really wants to find something here. Trap laid down, and Mobe is here with the DD, the Walrus Punch, the tag team. The damage is too much. Shad's game on the TA for OG to come back in this one. And Mobe, he is getting so much work done on the task. Ringmaster surviving though, and this time around you might have overextended. Good spear back into the tier 2. Mixa picks up the kill. The only problem is they don't have dust to take down the Invoker. He could potentially just pop Coast Walk and get away from this one. But Stormer, is he going to be quick enough? Looks like he is not even trying to pop it. The Shackle's going to come through. The Serpent Wards were there. Smiling Knight. I'm here. And I think he's working towards a blink as up top, Mixa actually does spear back the Enigma, and they will lose Jibe. Did cost them to show 3 heroes on the map. Maybe OG can be in the driver's seat of this game. And Desire, oh, he's got complete vision of Shad. He's standing under the Observer Ward. He does not know Shackle's gonna come through. Refraction burn through as well. Sunstrike from Stormer, but Desire's still healthy. And Shad, well, he's 6 feet under. AVULUS will get the carry on the side of OG. Ball rolling here. Jibe, he's got a full drums finished up. Thinking about going for the blink straight, and that might not be a bad idea considering how far AVULUS are in this game, as they're gonna pick up Mixa, who drops the arena. But there's no follow-up coming from the rest of OG. Kidaro, he's gonna get caught out by the Shackle. Serpent Wards upon him. The Ringmaster's gone. Actually is now, they could potentially just walk into Roshan, get the Aegis, and also get the Tormentor. But given the timing, I think they're probably going to prefer the latter first, as Kidaro attempts a D1. Mobe is quick with the punish, but Mixa, he's got a blink dagger. Arena cashing out 2 heroes. Jibe got on the outskirts of it. Just biding his time. Sunstrike does connect. Mobe loses a lot of HP, but OG, they'll only find the Shaman, and they drop the Arena for that, so AVULUS completely okay. Gosh, he drops the observer ward. He's gonna scout out the enemy observer overlooking the rune, but Mobe wants to punish Daze, will be able to get the kill. That's the Wind Ranger dead. You do deny vision, but now without your position 4, the question is, do you still want to contest this rush if you're OG? Mobe, he's gonna be the one who picks up the agency. He's like, you know what? I think I can make good use of it. I'm gonna run around the map doing things, might as well be me. Stormstormer has to be a bit careful. Mobe is already here on the tusk. Good spear. It actually lands onto the Terrorblade. They're gonna take him down. The meteor deals too much damage. And now Mobe, desperate to find some sort of return kill, snowballs towards Mixer. It does not connect, but Jive is here. He's got the Blink Dagger, he pops the Malefice, and they will commit the Black Hole to take down this Mars. But Shad's here as well now on the tier, and potentially AVULUS, they might have overplayed their hand here. Without the Macropie, without the Black Hole, they might not have all the tools they need to save this task. He's gonna get hit by the Belt Strike. Jive blinks in, no Eidolons ready for him just yet, and the physical damage might just be a bit too much. Oh, but unfortunately, for the side of OG, Stormstormer, he is so low on mana, he'll just now get the Sunstrike, dropping it. Might be able to find Mobe. No, the Snowball, it keeps the Tusk alive. The power shot off the mark. Kidara finally gets the kill as Jive blinks forward, trying to find more, but he might have overextended a bit here. Cold Snap dropped. Do they still want to fight this, though? Lado Shaman lives, but yeah, it's a highly unlikely scenario. Oh, Kidaro committed, or at least thought about committing the escape act. Was a bit too late. Daze, he can't get in range for the shackle shot. Kidaro, whoopee cushion, escape act, he's gonna live. Oh, Desire, he's gonna go in and throw the blood grenade. So desperate to find this kill. Kidaro trying to get the TP out. Is he gonna succeed? Yes, he is. The blood grenade does not take him down, but Daze still gonna fall. So ultimately, AVULUS, the result is pretty much the same. Where instead of being the one who's initiating all the time, he saves the snowball to save his Terrorblade. Oh, Mixer jumps in, Arena catching out too. Nice Wheel of Wonder as well. They clean up the Shadow Shaman. And looks like Jive might have blinked a bit too far forward. He will get cleaned up as well as OG fine too. And this is exactly what we were waiting for. They're in a good spot to break the smokes, but unfortunately they don't have good vision around these little high ground areas, so AVULUS still might get the better jump. Mobe is leading the charge, but he's all alone. His smoke's gonna break. Daze, he's gonna be the target here. He's gonna pick up the freebie, take down the Wind Ranger, and call it a day. As Daze bites dust, the rest of OG, they're not gonna let this one slide so easily. Josiah's like, what the fuck, man? That was my Centaur treat, but his woes continue, because Mix-Up links in with the spear. They're gonna get the chicken, roast it, cut to perfection. Imagine Mixer's also gonna be thinking about one, so maybe Stormstormer doesn't have to go for it. But AVULUS, looking to make an offensive move of their own design. He's gonna drop the Serpent Wards. Macropie is gonna come out as well. Do they have the disable to take down the Ringmaster? The escape act comes through. Kidaro just might survive this one. Dropping so low, but Mobe blinks in, and with the shards, he gets the kill. Looking for more. Mixer still got his eyes set on his job. He wants to be the initiation for his team. As Mixer turned into a chicken twice. BKB popped by the Mars, but Smiling has got a BKB off his own. He's just gonna walk on out of here. And now Mixer forced to TP out as OG. Well, they're gonna get caught here. Jive pops the Black Hole. Ice Path by Fly catching out Daze. They get 2. And AVULUS not done just yet. They want more. They can take down the tier 2 up top, which does not have any backdoor protection. And just slowly gonna take out the Serpent Wards one after the other, and the Spotlight's gonna be popped. It might keep the tower alive for now, but Smiling Knight still has an ace. So Mobe, he goes in, he finds Stormstormer with the kickback. The Iroquois in a lot of trouble as Mixer drops the spear, but it's only onto a Shadow Shaman. A Shaman that does not give a damn what happens to him. He's even gonna be able to walk away from that after the full arena commitment. Daze is like, nah fam, I'm out. And OG, well, getting punched, getting kicked, getting frozen solid as Kidaro tries to save his buddy, but he's gonna give up his life, and Mixer might die anyways. Desire comes back to haunt Mixer. You dropped the arena on me, but I'm still alive. Oh, Mixer. It's like, nah fam, miss me with that kicking shit. Stormstormer, oh, okay, he's gonna be a victim of the Tusk Airlines once again. He goes in, he gets the kick, And it's a very dead Invoker, down for 60 seconds. Sure, you get Desire, but you're gonna lose so much more on OG. Days dropping really, really low. Jimmy goes in, he hits the perfect black hole out onto 3. No chance for a save. Kitaro was caught in it too. And the TB starting the cleanup now as a buyback comes through from Days. But a kickback is there again. This does play football with the sides of OG. They are not a Dota team. They're pretty much just a football, and we've got Messi on the court here. Or the field. I don't know. I haven't played a lot of football. As Mobe just continues to hammer away. It's done. OG, they tap out. 32 minutes in, AVULUS. They're going to take game 1. A lot left to the imagination here with AVULUS' draft. Want a wand. He's going to want... It does take time for it to fly out. But Days doing what he can on the Ricky. Laying down some harassment with the Iron Shell and the Blink strikes, but Smiling Knight might actually be able to get Mixer here. Mixer dropping really low, but Days, he's going to be the one who's in trouble. Without Tricks of the Trade, Smiling Knight will find the kill. Still have 2 points to the Rocket Barrage, and Mixer still might be in trouble here. He's got Lotus. Kind of needs those stacks if he wants to come back in this game. Up top, Days caught out again by the Shackled Shot and the Rocket Barrage. They get the kill on the Ricky. 0-2 now, and... Fly could be in some trouble though. He was not spotted somehow. He's actually making a move for the Wisdom Rune, but it looks like Smiling Knight might be in some trouble. The X-Marks pullback is there with the Ghost Ship and the Torrent. Smiling Knight dropping really, really low. Blink strike forward by Days. He really wants to find this Gyrocopter, and they will. Tricks of the Trade keeping Days alive for the time being, but with Desire in the vicinity, they might find some return kills. Although, as I say that, Kitaro did come over and drop the Escape Act. Nonetheless, 1k net worth lead still for the side of AVULUS as Fly, oh, he is here. Hex into Hex with the chicken fingers, and they're going to commit the black hole. They're going to take down the Templar Assassin here. Jibe gets the credit for that kill. You're more than happy to pop black holes like this in the early game to get kills on stranded cores. But Stormstormer, he's looking for revenge up top. Smiling Knight could be in some trouble. Desire trying to buy time, trying to create some distractions, but they're still on the money from the side of OG. They will get the Gyrocopter. Fly nearly finding a return kill, but Days had the stick and the Ghost Ship Rum buff, so he's going to be fine. And now Desire might actually be in some trouble. Vacuum back on the Slug. Ooh, he's going to keep that tier 1 alive somehow. While up top, Mixer, this time around, he doesn't have Stormstormer around to back him up, so he's going to be dropping here on the Darks here, or is he? He's buying a lot of time. He'll at least get Desire before he falls. And now Days looking to get out of here. AVULUS will not chase any further. But Fly is level 6. You've got the more impactful ultimate on the side of AVULUS up in the form of Serpent Wards. And you probably want to get something done with it. Now, it's going to be a while before Mobe finishes up the Blink Dagger. As the wraparound comes in from the Sand King, they want to try and take down the Kunkka. The Rum buff has been activated, and the Ghost Ship flies through as well, but he still might fall. Good escape back, buying some time. Wheel of Wonder drop, catching out the Sand King, but they do find the kill eventually. Mobe will pick that one up. Kitaro will find a return kill, but it's only on the position 4, and now with the Gyrocopter coming in, OG need to retreat. Days in a world of trouble. The Ricky is going to get cleaned up here. AVULUS, they're able to get things done with their ultimates. He has the black hole, and you could still look to take down Shad, who could be in some trouble. Burrow strike forward by Mobe. They spot out the Templar Assassin, and they drop the Serpent Wards. Kitaro's here. They're going to have the Escape Act, and without the Enigma, they just don't have the damage to bring down Shad. Surviving on half HP. Kitaro, though, dropping really, really low. Strongman tonic committed. He's popping everything he has, but he's not living. Mixer's here as well on the Darks here. Desire will get up with the Shadow Dance. Jibe pops the Midnight Pulse, but doesn't see much. Spots out the Darks here, and the Shackle is going to be there. The follow-up to the Burrow Strike available. Stormstormer, Ghost Ship flying through, will find Mobe in turn. So it's going to be a 2-for-1 exchange as Jibe drops the black hole. He wants to try and maybe take down the Ricky. The Ricky dropping so low, but he will not fall. Dave survives that engagement, and Chad comes back and gets revenge as OG strike back. Can honestly be the bane of Smiling Knight's existence, because he will also copy the Aghanim Scepter. But look at this, Days on the Ricky, getting the body blocks off, trying to find Smiling Knight, and Smiling Knight, he was aware of what was going on, but there's no backup coming in from him. Nice team, the beast from Kitaro will cancel the TP. Smiling Knight will fall. AVULUS just didn't have a response. No one TP'd over to help him out. Taking this time out to farm and get a couple of items up on their heroes. They're waiting for Jibei's pipe and they're waiting for Mobei's Ags. And Jibei might not have a chance to finish it off. His courier is at the secret shop. Will he be able to buy out the pipe? He's not doing so at the moment. The ghost ship connects. Jibei dropping low black hole pop, but it's going to get instantly cancelled. The Sand King goes in with the epicenter, but he does not have the Aghanims. And well, that just means that OG will be able to take this fight cleanly. And that is black hole used. Pipe not finished for... Excuse me. Aegis does go the way of Smiling Knight. Desire! Ah, boy. Tried to make a cheeky play, steal an Aegis, but not going to be successful. What AVULUS are up to. And AVULUS, sensing an opportunity, are going to smoke up. It's a full Aghanim Scepter finished up for the Sand King. They spot out Stormstormer, taking down the Kunga could be used, but instead they go for the backlines first. Trying to take down the Ringmaster, who will get the heal from the mech as well as the barrier from the pipe. Surviving for so long with the Strongman Tonic and the Essence Ring. They commit the Black Hole for the Darkseer, and they will get him eventually. Mobei looking to take down Kitaro, but Kitaro still standing strong. Fly comes in, drops the Hex onto Shad, and Shad, it's time for him to get the cleanup. Daze jumps in with the Atos and the Smoke Cloud. Melt Strike coming through with Mobei somehow surviving, and now Shad, well, he's trying to line them up with the side blades. He will start to find the kills. Triple kill for the man. As AVULUS, that fight looked good for a second, but when Shad comes in, it's time to run away. AVULUS, they lose 3. Only survivors being Smiling Knight. He's going to start shredding heroes in the epicenter, but that might be a long way considering that he's going for the BKB. And in fact, Stormstormers, he's going to catch him out here. Mobei in some trouble. Spotted out underneath the Watcher, I believe. He's now starting to go for the Aghanim Scepter. Desire, he scouts out a couple of heroes on the side of OG, but the traps are coming in. And they silence up the Slug. He will now drop the Dark Pack, but it doesn't do diddly squat against the X marks the spot. Stormstormer picks up the kill with the Tidebringer. Smiling Knight now though on the strong cam, and he will pop the trap, goes in, Melt Strike forward, might be forced to BKB, but doesn't need it. Just solo kills the Gyrocopter. And AVULUS, they've got no response. They spotted out Daze here. Fly, sure, you get the kill on the Ricky, but it's a consolation prize. At the very least, you've lost your Gyrocopter. Wave, or maybe getting some courier snipes off. Oh, Desire spots out Stormstormer, will cancel his TP out with the Yules as down bottom. Mobei did manage to catch out the Ricky with the Aghanim Scepter, but Shad's now here on the TA. He has the silence, Wheel of Wonder completely off the mark. Mobei going into the trees, TPing out. Shad does not know. They get away with murder. Sure, they lost Desire up top, but this is a trade that they're more than happy to take, given how far behind they are. Looking to finish up the 8th lane. So support's having a good time on the side of AVULUS, I have to say. It's not been a lackadaisical game from them. They've had a lot of impact, a lot of farm too. And Mobei actually drops a Death Shroud. Or at least gets the Death Shroud from the Slark. But he's still gonna fall here with the silence coming in from Shad on the traps. They get the kill on the Sand King. Desire can't do much else to protect his mid laner. Down mid lane. And force a tier 3. Shad, he's got an he's got the ninja gear up. And he's looking to find someone. Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be Fly here. Caught out by the Atos. Backup is arriving for Daze in the form of Mixer. And the Greaves gonna make sure that he does not die to Fly and his Serpent Wards. This is, however, buying time for the BKB to... It's not gonna have for another 2.5 minutes here. OG have a very good window to close out this game, and well, it just got even better. Jibei clipped by the what the fuck is it called? Torrent. They get the kill. AVULUS aren't able to throw much of a resistance. And Stormstormer not done just yet. They want to go back for Smiling Knight. He's holding on to the BKB. He's going to be forced to pop it. Mobei thinking about the epicenter. Goes in, connects only onto one. It's Shad, who still has the Aegis, mind you. So it's not going to be that effective in this fight. They still take down the Gyrocopter. BKB does not block physical damage. Jibei goes in. That's a good black hole, but instantly vacuum to cancel it out. Jibei did not have the BKB, and GG's called. AVULUS, they tap out. They submit. OG, they'll take game 2, and we are going to go to a game number 3 here, folks. Shad forcing the side of AVULUS, playing the TA. Although he can keep people at bay with the Hex and Chick. So it now turns people into stone by default. When you target Medusa with a spell, it might be an even better reason to take the talent that amplifies Stone Gaze physical damage. Desire dropping really low, only level 1 on the Ringmaster. Shad could probably get this kill. He does get first blood, but Jibe finds revenge. Kitaro falls mid lane opportunity to throw someone back with the Flame Break. Get on top of them with the Firefly, find a kill. Daze, though, down bottom, has made a move, and the unfortunate recipient is Jibe. Gets cleaned up on the center. Somewhat of a bad timing for the centaur, but given the fact that he's died once and he's got double braces, it's completely acceptable that the Vanguard is a bit late. As mid lane, oh, a bit of a dive coming in from Mobe. Not too sure what that was all about. Stormstormer. Blades Facet, you can do this a lot quicker. You can do it by level 5 potentially, as they do find the Shadow Shaman. Fly should fall here, but ultimately it's still okay. Oh wait, this is not okay though. They found me, but didn't have a good feeling for it, so the Night Stalker does get away. Actually TP to the top lane, and Mobe still might be able to find the kill here. This is problematic. Mixer has the lasso. They can potentially drag the Bristleback into their tier 1. In fact, they might just have to. Stampede is going to be committed. Daze dropping really, really low. They get the kill. And well, Smiling Knight, he's coming in on the TA. The physical damage a bit too much. They get the kill onto Mixer too. Desire circling some XP in the mid lane. Mobe, what's he going for? He's got a Windlace, but doesn't have any big item just yet. Stormstormer, oh, he stepped into the triangle. He wanted to see if there was a stack that he could steal, but there was no such stack. And now he's gonna pay for it with his life here. Slowed down by the Impalement Arts and the Whiskus Nasal Goo. Shad comes in, pretends to help, but might be on the receiving end of this gank. Fly is leading the charge, and Mixer's got no idea what's coming. It should be a very dead Batrider. Fly starts with the Hex, and it's gonna be a very dead Mixer. Mobe gets the kill. He's running a bit low on mana, but should be able to get back most of it with that Mystic Snake. And he gets spotted here. Serpent One's actually committed by Fly. They do still have Stone Gaze available for Shad. They try to connect with the Wheel of Wonder. They do. It's a lot of damage, but Daze, he's bodyguarding the Medusa, trying to buy time. Shad does not survive though. Fly gets the kill. And now the Stampede coming through. The TP was cancelled, so Daze in some trouble. Mobe's here on the Bristleback. And they gotta find the kill. Onto Daze too. AVULUS strike together. Get the kills. Top Bristleback and your TA. While the Medusa is not scaling. Shad, he's still holding on to his Midas for some reason. He's gonna have 2 charges as he gets caught out again. And he might just die without using any of them. He's gonna pop the Stone Gaze to run away for now, but I don't think he's getting any help from the members of OG. They've left Shad on an island. Only now the TPs start to come through from Mixer, but it might be too little too late. Slows, fortunately, do not affect Shad, so Shad is actually walking away out of this one. He's gonna be fine. He's still holding on to the wand, and it seems like AVULUS might have overplayed their hand a bit. They're looking to take down Daze the Night Stalker, who's flying, and he will eventually fall. But they might lose Jibe for it. Jibe dropping really low on the center. Does not have a wand, does not have a stick. Caught out by the X marks the spot. Will get a stomp off before he falls, but Fly actually getting a double kill. OG have lost 3. They did not have the damage output to fight into this extremely dual tanky core on the side of AVULUS. The Bristleback and the center doing all the work. Stormstormer without the ghost ship. Not too sure what he can contribute here. Late mail pop, they gonna try and find Smiling Knight, and Smiling Knight might have overplayed his hand over here. He's running low on wand charges, will pop it, Refraction does not come through, Daze slowed to a crawl. And the Wheel of Wonder separates the members of OG as Stormstormer, the Admiral Rum, the damage kicks in and he realizes he cannot fight this one. Shad still somehow surviving though. The Medusa is still up. Ultimately, AVULUS, they did not get what they were looking for. The Torment is about to spawn too, so AVULUS are going to be able to take that as well. A huge net worth swing going in their way. Kidaro, he wants to put a stop to this, but Fly, he's got a Blink Dagger and he's going to find Mixer right off the bat. The Batrider does not get the lasso off. They get the Chikiro as well. Mobe getting himself a mega kill streak, and Shad popped the Stone Gaze. He wanted to run away. He's still holding on to the fucking Midas. Oh, for the love of God. Use that bloody item. He's gonna die. Desire gets the kill. Might come back to bite them later, though. They do end up throwing. And Daze is gonna defensively pop the Dark Ascension just to run away here. And he still might not survive. Smiling Knight actually found Mixer. The Batrider ends up dropping Fly. Might be the casualty of war, but the Stampede keeps him alive. And Daze is the one who might fall here. Try to juke around the trees left and right, but that Dark Ascension does not last forever, friend. The Ringmaster is here. Daze attempting to TP out, but got up by the Wheel of Wonder. Oh, he tried to fly out of the map, but no such luck for him. Now though, Jimmy, he could have been in trouble, but a good blink out from him. Mix-up links forward though. There's no lasso, but they will commit the Ghost Ship. Macropire dropped as well. Mobe in the vicinity. Pipe, Essence Ring, everything to keep the Centaur alive, but he's still gonna fall. As OG, they commit 4 ultimates just to get that kill. And Mobe, he could still probably get a cleanup going. And even if he gets the Skadi, is it gonna be enough to win out these fights? I mean, it's a good item to have. It does allow you to frontline as Mixer. Is he gonna get the kill onto Mobe? No, he's not. Mobe with the S and Y had enough status resistance. He cleans up the Batrider solo. And, oh, Stormstormer. What the hell is he doing there? OG? Okay, never mind. Jimmy pops the Stampede in. Oh, I mean, this is just... OG are just losing heroes everywhere on the map. Smiling. And he's got level 2 Serpent Ward. Stormstormer might be the one who pays the price. Blink in, Hoof Stomps there. Mobe is here as well on the Bristleback. Wheel of Wonder drop. There's the Shackle Shot coming through, and the damage just a bit too much. The Kunkka cannot survive. Even though he had the Radiance finished up, the Mischarge wasn't enough. And now, this time around, they do catch out Mixer. Desire cancelled out the TP. Mixer's dead. Mobe getting himself a double kill mid lane. Smiling Knight doesn't have the Aegis, but somehow got away. And now Kidaro being slowed down by these traps. In some trouble. Beautiful Hoof Stop comes through from Jimmy. Catches out too. Shad pops the Stone Gaze. Will get him out of dodge here, but a Stampede committed in turn. They want to try and take down this Medusa. The Whiskas Nasal Goo doesn't do diddly squat because you've got the Undulation facet. But it does give the Bristleback more damage to work with. Shackle is there from Fly. Good silence coming through from Daze. This might just be the Yor extension that AVULUS end up regretting, but that is not the case. They just have too much damage. They take down the Night Stalker. Smiling Knight will be okay with the refraction. He's queued up the BKB too, so he's going to have a lot of mobility to work with. As I say that though, Daze does catch out Desire, but Desire had the whoopee cushion up to the high ground. He's got 11 charges off the Dark Carnival Barker Funhouse Souvenir, whatever the fuck you call it. As Kunkka gets caught out by the Wheel of Wonder, he's dead. Shackle from Fly ensures the kill. Daze barely TP's out. Smiling Knight, a single Melt Strike took away 80% of the Night Stalker's health. Shad spotted underneath the Observer Ward. Could be in a lot of trouble here. Desire pops the Wheel of Wonder. Stone Gaze is out from Shad though. It's going to buy him some time. Where are the rest of the members from OG? A TP out attempted, but Fly is there quick with the Hex. They cancel out the TP coming in, and the Shackle's there. They will clean up the Medusa. Kidaro, a diligent support. He tried making his way to his carry, but he was long gone. So afraid of the side of... so afraid of what AVULUS could be doing on the map. They just run away, OG. They don't want any of this. Daze got out by the Atos. He was trying to TP out. Mobe catches him out with the Viscous Nasal Goo. And Stormstormer spotted by the Observer Ward. They're not going to let the Kunkka run away. He does have a TP out, but with the Stampede coming in, there's no chance for him to get out. Good Dawn End and Course Shipping. It's going to buy some time. It's going to make it difficult to take down the Stormstormer Kunkka, but that's all it's going to do. It's not a panacea. It's not going to be him surviving as mid lane. Mobe solo kill onto the Jakiro with a double damage rune. Just cleans up Kidaro. And OG, no pulse, no life, no response, and soon no Batrider either. Hexed up, shackled, serpent wards, everything needed has been dropped. And OG.
Don't look now, but bottom
oh, Shad keeping in. They do spot out Smiling Knight on the TA. This might just be the first life being taken down. Hurricane Pike forward, he'll at least die in a good position. Lasso on to Fly. Fly in some trouble. Doesn't have the Serpent Wards. He's gonna fall too. Jimmy Now caught behind the tier 2, being slowed down by the Medusa. Mobe, he can try and clean this fight up. Smiling Knight, with his second life, he takes out Kitaro. As Mobe walks forward, trying to find Daze, but instead they found a far more valuable target in the Kunkka. They're gonna focus him and turn their attention towards the mid laner of OG as Shad. He's trying to clean up, he's gonna get Jimmy, sure, but I'm not too certain you're gonna find more. Smiling Knight, able to blink away courtesy of the refraction. And that was a buyback committed from the side of OG. Kidaro and Mixa fly. Could end up finding Daisy. He does TP in there. It's on top of the Jakiro. BKB committed. He's going to shackle up the Night Stalker. Go for the bonus kill instead. Ghost Ship does deadly squat as Fly trying to run away. X mark upon him. The foul play keeping him alive for now though. And they've lost their Jakiro. The Night Stalker has fled somewhere. I'm not too sure where. It's towards the mid lane where he did get the Shadow Shaman, but he's gonna pay for it with his life. Desire catches him out with the Wheel of Wonder. Jimmy holding on to the Hoof Stomp will chain his stuns perfectly. And they get the Night Stalker. A 2-for-1 exchange. All set up by the Shadow Shaman. Tanky doesn't need any friends. Just gonna say, please, I welcome you. Come, try and take me down. Jumping back in. Trying to set up for Mobe, who's coming in on the Bristleback. They clean up the Jakiro. There's no buyback on him. And Mobe, unfettered by the Medusa, just walks forward. And Stormstormer soon to be next. The Kunkka bites the dust. 70 seconds without him. Daze is, well, he's getting some work done. They do clean up the Ringmaster, but they lose their Batrider. And Shad's dead as well. It's only Daze surviving now. OG, they know their time in this game is limited. And Daze will at least TP out. They're not going to tap out just yet. There's still a chance that AVULUS. You want to try that if you're AVULUS. Well, looks like they're going to go for the safer approach. Take down the Raxus first. Glyph is going to be popped. And Daze, he's been caught out on the Night Stalker. Does he have buyback? He does not. If he dies here, it's going to be a long time without him. 70 seconds without the Night Stalker. And Smiling Knight continues. They can choose the method of execution here as well. They're gonna get started on the Bristleback. The Bristleback actually dropping really low, but the cheese is dead. Mobe is back up to full health, and that's a full lasso committed. That's no Ghost Ship available, and no Stone Gaze either. 3 of the biggest ultimates on OG have been used. And after all of that, you've still lost Daze on the Night Stalker. Jimmy goes in with a beautiful hoof stop out onto multiple heroes. And OG buying back in this game, but again, you don't have any ultimates. Mega creeps have been found, and you might get Smiling Knight here, but he still has the Aegis and he's still holding on to his BKB. Stormstormer standing his ground. Shad on half mana. You've got a Rapier up on the Medusa, and Shad can potentially try, but I'm not too sure if that's going to be enough. Shad dropping low, completely out of mana. Smiling Knight picks up the kill. Rapier hits the deck. The double Gs get dropped. OG tap out. And it's going to be AVULUS who move on forward here in the Fissure play-in. They're going to make their way to the lower bracket semi-finals. It's the end of the road here for OG.